Hello everyone, X-Forts here, live on some Eyes of Heaven, and today in this video I just want to have a casual discussion of the animation cycle of the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure anime, because part 4 is nearing its end. We're in Bites of the Dust arc right now, and everyone's question is when is part 5 going to get animated, and hopefully in this video I can answer that question, and also give you guys a kind of an estimate of when maybe even part 6 and part 7 will be getting animated as well. So we're going to be playing as the main JoJos today, and a fun fact for you, in Eyes of Heaven the main JoJos are all on the top row. So we're just going to be going in order here from parts 4 and onwards. So I'm going to be playing as Josuke, and I'm just going to throw them all in my favorite outfits for them, and Giorno here. And then Jolene. Put her in F. I think it's like a sweater or something with hearts on it. Yeah, that's pretty dope. And then Johnny Joestar. Put him in his casual wear before the steel ball run. So for the stage, because this video really isn't themed around any part or anything, we can just go random, and it looks like we're going to Nightmare World.
その格好、あんた日本の不良ってやつでしょ。
そういうてめえもあんまお行儀のいい格好じゃねえよな。やるしかない。遺体を手に入れて自分のマイナスをゼロに戻したいだけだ。Open the game!
So a few announcements before we get on to the main point of this video. New microphone has been added to my arsenal, so if you guys are wondering why the quality sounds better, or maybe it doesn't sound better, I got a new microphone. It should sound better because it was pretty damn expensive. So yeah, if you guys watch like the top 10 dual heat attacks video, I mentioned in the description that for like the past week I haven't really been able to make a proper video because I have no way to record my voice. So yeah, we can get back on track and start pumping out these videos now. And also the Discord server. I haven't mentioned it in a while, but if you guys use Discord or if you guys want to get into it, what it is a voice and text chat system, and we have the JoJo YouTubers kind of community Discord there. There will be a link in the description below. If you guys don't have a Discord, go ahead and make one, sign up for it. And it's really just like a giant chat room for people who love JoJo and all watch these videos and everything. And yeah, if you like memes, you'll surely be into that. There's an abundance of them on there. So on to today's video, the animation cycle of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And before we get into it, let's do a dual heat attack on Johnny.
行くぜ！ここは僕が！一旦おめえを直せばよ。
Man, when part 4 is over, I'm really going to miss seeing Crazy Diamond every week. But as you anime-only watchers would say, Shining Diamond. Everyone was upset about that name change. I really didn't mind it. Still had a callback to the original song, Shine On You Crazy Diamond. I really wouldn't have a problem. Wouldn't have a problem if Crazy Diamond was just called Shine Diamond from the start. Because imagine if Araki called it Shiny Diamond, and then the anime changed it to Crazy Diamond. Everyone would say, oh, this sounds so shitty, but that's just how the world works. So, when JoJo's Bizarre Adventure started, the original run of Part 1 and Part 2, although they did cut a lot out of Part 1, because I recently reread Part 1, because I never actually read it, because I got into JoJo with the anime, and Part 1 had like an entire volume dedicated to like Jonathan and Erina, literally them just doing couple shit, so I'm kind of glad that they trimmed that stuff down in the anime. So that was a 7-month animation run. It was only 26 episodes, and then there was a year break before they went into Part 3. And Part 3 was interesting because volume-wise, it's shorter than Part 4 and 5. It's only 16 volumes, at least in English, but it was the longest part animation-wise. I think that's just because they really dragged that part on. I mean, they really could have made some of those stand battles one-parters instead of making almost all of them two-parters. And I mean, that's another reason why I really don't like. I like Star Wars Crusaders, but it's definitely not one of my top 3 or something favorite parts. I just thought a lot of the battles dragged on a lot, and that definitely happened in the anime. So, Part 3 was interesting because it had one season that was it ran for 6 months, and then there was a 5-month break between the second part, which lasted 7 months. So that one took extra long because there was kind of a little break in there between seasons. And I don't think that's going to happen anymore. I don't think we're going to have another part of JoJo that's going to have a break like that. Maybe Steel Ball Run, because it is the longest part so far. So we'll have to see what happens there. So then there was a 9-month wait between Part 3 and Part 4 anime. And so luckily there is kind of a pattern here of the wait going down. Because obviously when something gets more popular and more people want it, when there's more demand, you're going to get more. You're going to get more animation, and you're going to have less of a weight to it. So Obviously, part 1 generated some hype, so then there is less wait. There's less of a wait between part 3 and 4, only 9 months. So then, as we all know, part 4 is going to last 9 months because it's going to end this month in December. And what I think is going to happen, if we look at the trend right now, at least part 3 and 4, they both started in April. Okay, so they both started in April. So it would make sense for maybe even part 5 to start in April, because as we see, the cycle of the animation is going down. Like, it's there's less wait in between. Like, there was like I said, a year between part 1 and 2. There's 9 months between part 3 and 4. So maybe between part 4 and 5 there will only be 4 months, because April, like I said, and once it gets December, April is going to be 4 months away. And part 4 is the most hype that the anime's ever been. So I really think that there's going to be a lot less of a wait between the parts as the series gets more hype and more people are into it. I really think we're going to have to wait less and less. And there's a little glitch there with Gold Experience. So I would assume maybe even April or June. That's going to be my pick. Either April or June for the part 5 anime. And maybe even sooner, honestly, because part 4 is so hyped right now. And then if we kept on that cycle, I would say, because part 5 is very similar in length to part 4, although part 5 is more combat heavy and there's like a lot more fights in it, it might even go shorter than part 5. So I'd say part 4 is going to end up being around 39 episodes, so part 5 maybe like 35, 34 maybe, mid-30s I'd say for episodes, unless they dragged it on. You never know with these animators, you know, they can make a shorter series last longer and a longer series last shorter anime-wise. So, and then I would just say it would keep going that way. Part 6 would be April 2018, and then part 7 would be April 2019. Obviously, part 9 is extremely long, so it might even last. You know, they might do the break like they did in Stardust Crusaders and have, you know, 2 seasons to it. But at least for part 5, I really want to say April or June 2017. And then if we just keep going as it goes, definitely 2018 for part 6 and 2019 or 2020 possibly for part 7. And this is all depending on how long they drag these on and everything. So I don't know, man. You know, it's all up to the animators. I thought part 4 was longer in volume-wise than part 3. But as we all see, part 3 ended up lasting 48 episodes, and part 4 is only 39 episodes. So you never know. They could drag it on. They can make it shorter. But I really think part 5 is going to be a shorter one, because there's a lot of action, a lot of fights in there. And I really think it's going to end up being around like 35 episodes or something like that. So it'll probably end, if it starts in April, it will probably end around the same time that part 4 did, like late mid-December. So then all we would have is like another 4-month wait until part 6 would get animated in April. But that's just in a perfect world where everything went smoothly. So that's just what I would say. And as I want to mention and reiterate, that this is like all speculation and just all coming from my head. I know nothing about the animation industry and what David Production does and all of that. So we don't know, man. This is just kind of a theory. Yeah, it's a theory. So thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully this gave you a little bit more of an insight on the pattern of the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure anime and how it comes out and everything. And I hope you enjoyed the gameplay as well. Some awesome Eyes of Heaven. Never gets old. So thank you guys for watching the video. I really hope you enjoyed. Subscribe for more JoJo's Bizarre Adventure videos. And again, thank you guys for watching.